Hello, and welcome back to Thone's Nibbles, number 86, covering the material of John 18. Asks the question, is Jesus King? This comes from John chapter 18, verses 33 through 38. Then Pilate entered the praetorium again, called Jesus, and said to him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered him, "Are you speaking for yourself about this, or did others tell you this concerning me?" Pilate answered, "Am I a Jew? Your own nation and the chief priests have delivered you to me. What have you done?" Jesus observed, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would fight, so that I should not be delivered unto the Jews. But now my kingdom is not from here." Pilate therefore said to him, "Are you a king then?" Jesus answered, "You say rightly that I am a king. For this cause I was born, and for this cause I have come into the world, that I should bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth hears my voice." Pilate said to him, "What is truth?" And when they had said this, he went out again to the Jews and said to them, "I find no fault in him at all." And the subject matter here is, of course, Pilate inquires of Jesus. Now, why is this in the Bible? To establish Jesus' eventual kingship. He came not as the king of the earth at this time, because we all know that Satan was then and still is the king of the earth. However, eventually Messiah, it is prophesied, will become the king. Now, who is this written to? Well, Pilate. It may be a few of his people, but Pilate was the main person he was speaking with. Communication. Jesus had not yet taken up his kingship on the earth. And that the on the earth is the important part here. He is the king, but he, at this time, is allowing Satan to continue to be the king of the earth. Application to my life. Pilate is essentially trapped between his duty as a judge and his duty to keep the peace. He believes that Jesus is not guilty, but there will be a riot if he releases him. God to me. All this was necessary for the prophecies to be fulfilled. We have to remember that occasionally in gospel writing particularly, there are events that take place, and this includes Acts and a few other, more historic New Testament books, that it was necessary for a certain thing to happen because it had been prophesied to happen by an Old Testament prophet. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Malachi, Micah. All of them had messianic prophecies. My personal response: Lord, let my decision-making be fair and in line with your rules. And let's talk about something here about fairness. According to the actual Roman law, the moment that Pilate makes the statement, "I find no fault in him at all," that's exactly the same as a jury in our society saying "not guilty." And he should have been released at that point. But unfortunately, Pilate had this other agenda that he had to serve also, and that is to keep the peace. And I think it's clear that in such territories as Israel at that time, keeping the peace was probably more important than obeying the exact letter of the law to the Romans. Anyway, that completes this session, and we'll see you next time.